For more than 100 years, Kiwanians have worked hard to build better communities. You've enriched the lives of the young and old. You've built parks, playgrounds, soccer fields, and more. You've helped create terrific kids and encourage them to bring up their grades, to strive to succeed. Our cities, towns, and villages are all improved one Kiwanis club at a time. So how does it work? How has it kept going strong for the last 100 years? How do we ensure that Kiwanis continues for the next 100? How do we continue to fill the need in a world with more demands on fewer resources?
Being a member of a Kiwanis club, I think, has two facets to it. One of them is the service that you do in your community. The other is that you are involved in leadership building. The longer you spend in Kiwanis, the more you see the leaders that come before you, and eventually you probably will become one of those leaders yourselves.
You may come into a club with skills because of your profession, but you have those enhanced by coming to a convention.
It has inspired me from going from a local club member now to a level as a regional trustee. I never thought, it never my wildest dream, I ever thought I'd be a regional trustee or my next step would be a governor. So the convention has motivated me to inspire, to achieve.
Convention is an excellent spot to go and observe the leadership styles and the way that the governor and the trustee board and the LGs perform, and there isn't one of you that can't be a lieutenant governor, a board trustee, or even a governor of this great district.
How do we continue to fill the need in the world today? By becoming better leaders.
Conventions do make you a better leader in that you get to familiarize yourselves with different people in different situations. When you don't go outside of your own club, your whole aspect is narrowed.
Conventions are an excellent opportunity for developing leadership skills. It provides a venue to meet new people, to understand and understudy the positions of LG, trustee, and governor. And if you have aspirations for leadership in Kiwanis, you have to attend a convention.
Our district encompasses eastern Canada, from Ontario to Newfoundland, and extends down through the Caribbean to the northern tip of South America. Every year, Kiwanians, new and old, from all over our diverse district, meet to celebrate Kiwanis.
You really can't understand what it is to be a Kiwanian and understand the length and breadth of your district until you go to a convention. When you've gone to a district convention, you meet all kinds of people, wonderful Kiwanians from all over our great district.
To me, the Kiwanis year isn't complete without going to district convention. I remember the first convention I went to in Sarnia, and it was so good to see all the Kiwanians from our district. While I knew intellectually that we had so many of the countries in the Caribbean as a part of our district, to actually begin to meet those people and to get to know them was such a joy. I look forward every year to convention, to meet my old friends and to make so many new friends.
Coming to a Kiwanis convention is a great way to meet other Kiwanians, find out what other clubs are doing. The forums are very good information sessions, and you get a bigger picture of what's going on in Kiwanis, not just your local club, but what's going on at the district and in Kiwanis International.
District conventions bring us together. They tie us together as a family in service.
A district convention is something that re-energizes. It's a getting together with people with common interests in Kiwanis. It gives you new energy to go forward for another year. It's a pooling of resources that can then be spread out across the Kiwanis world.
One of the nicest things of being a Kiwanis is that you're working in an organization that its primary goal is children. And children is our future. So if you invest in children, you know that you are not investing only in human beings, but you are investing in your future.
We belong to a volunteer organization that spans the world. When we come together at convention to learn from each other and share new ideas, we grow and Kiwanis flourishes.
Conventions give you a bigger scope of what Kiwanis is all about. In your local club, you see how, on a small scale, what do you do to assist one child? But when you go to conventions, wow, the world shows everything. You see the bigger picture. And hey, I've been going to conventions since 2010. And I've never missed another one since then because the experience has been so great.
I think the best thing is the workshops. The workshops you get to, for the new members, you get to learn a lot. For the seasoned members or those who have attended like me before, it's a refresher of things that you should be doing. But also the newer things that Kiwanis International wants you to implement in your clubs. Maybe not everything is applicable, but you have a sense of what you can apply based on your geographic location and your country where you live in. It's just very, very informative and educational here.
Workshops and forums provide educational opportunities on a wide range of topics.
For those that have never been and never experienced, what you can learn at a convention is truly amazing once you participate. It offers you a new perspective on what Kiwanis is all about, how you can further help the organization as a whole.
One of the reasons why I keep coming back is that there's always something new to learn. The Kiwanis is changing, the whole world is changing, so there's always something new to learn at the conventions.
Group an envelope, and on that envelope is a question. You're going to brainstorm in your small groups as many ideas or answers to that question.
Attending conventions and forums gives you the opportunity to learn more about yourself, to develop leadership skills that you might not otherwise have, and give you the opportunity to take back to your club information that they might not otherwise be aware of.
Sure, the workshops are great, but what about the business side of conventions? Our House of Delegates is often where the rubber meets the road.
When you go to a district convention, what you will see is the business of the district. You'll see elections, you'll see amendments and bylaws and debate and so on. But more importantly, I think, what you'll get an appreciation of is the breadth and the impact that Kiwanians from our very diverse district have within Eastern Canada and the Caribbean.
I think there are many reasons that someone should attend a convention. It brings you up to date on the things that are happening on the business side of Kiwanis. It helps you interact with Kiwanian and Kiwanian friends that you've made over the years. It helps you understand that your club is different and yet very much the same as other Kiwanis clubs.
Workshops, forums, House of Delegates. Sounds like a lot of work. Is that all?
I've just had so much fun at conventions. Aside from just meeting new people, learning about the different cultures, you have the functions, the parties, the galas, the balls, the banquets. All of those things have been phenomenal. For me, obviously, one of my favorites is Jamaica Night. We have that at both district and international convention, but it really helps us to experience the culture of that country, and it's something I always tell people. It's great fun.
Oh, it's the fun, it's a fellowship. It's all the people you meet, and you look forward to meeting them year after year. From Eastern Canada right through the Caribbean, it's absolutely fantastic.
Convention is fun. There's no two ways about it. You end up being with a bunch of people that just have a common goal, and they have a common spirit, and that spirit is really overwhelming.
Okay, so we'll add fun and fellowship to our list, but let's not forget about travel.
District convention is generally held 2 times in Canada, and then we move to the Caribbean. And it's just a great spot to go see the geography, the people, the differences. A visit to Quebec City, Newfoundland, to Jamaica, to Barbados. All of that's possible when you go to a district convention.
Kiwanis means different things to different people. Service, leadership, building, and Kiwanis conventions have it all. But perhaps the number one thing that conventions accentuate is friendship. Kiwanis conventions remind us that we are not alone, that we truly are part of a global organization dedicated to improving the world. So come to our next Kiwanis District Convention. Consider this your personal invitation, an invitation for fun and fellowship, an invitation to workshops and forums, but most important, an invitation to continue building and strengthening our great organization. How will Kiwanis continue to grow and develop in these next 100 years? It will grow because of you, networking, learning, and sharing with other Kiwanians in our district. See you at convention.